Hi everyone, we have a very auspicious, very positive aspect which is coming up, which is planet of expansion, planet of enlightenment, the planet of creation, the planet of sustenance is going direct, and that opens up abundance for us. That the first step of it is always enlightenment, us coming out of darkness, us coming out of a phase which has been volatile, has been about digging up from within ourselves to bring out the elements, and now it becomes the time to sort of grow from it, to expand forward, to move forward in the light of Guru, the Jupiter planet. We'll start with a short mantra because we want to honor this enlightenment. We want to open our hearts to what's coming for us and open our heart to, more importantly, to the blessings that are about to come, to open us to the positivity, because sometimes the inertia holds us back even when the external reality is changing. So we are mentally moving into a more positive space as our external reality shifts with this mantra. It's about honoring the creation of God. It's about honoring the trials, the tribulations that we have been through. And it's to honor that support is nearby, that a guru, that is, we're making our offering to the remover of our darkness, to the remover of our ignorance, and that person could be within us, or if you externalize it to be a god, to be a higher power, then so be it. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om. Guru Mantra, or the hymn of power, is essentially a chant which is meant to thank all our gurus, thank all our teachers, thank all the things that have happened in our life so far, which have contributed to our transformation, which have contributed to our growth, which have contributed to who we are today. So, our creator, Brahma, our preserver, Vishnu, our current moment, which is through the preserver Vishnu, and our transformation, which is coming through trials and tribulations, Lord Shiva. These are signifiers of, you can call mythology, religion, planets, gods, which combine together and are called Guru, our teacher. And we are thanking our teacher for returning back home to giving us this internal enlightenment so we can move forward and externalize it now. With Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of hope, the planet of enthusiasm, the planet of social interaction and support going direct on 11th of August, we are about to see the whole manifestation that Jupiter in Sagittarius promises us. Jupiter is in Sagittarius this year for the first time since 2007. That 12-year cycle which Jupiter in Sagittarius begins is the one of highest of the possibility in terms of our growth, highest of the possibility in an area of our life that we look at for positivity, for expansion, for growing more than where we are right now. This cycle comes to replenish our reserves of hope, replenish our reserves of faith, replenish our sense of adventure, our education, our knowledge about who we are. It enlightens us from within, which is the whole period of Jupiter retrograde that we just went through. And then the external manifestation on the basis of us knowing who we are begins from there. The external support starts coming in, the social activity starts picking up. We start seeing the support of the universe, the support of the environment around us. And that starts moving forward into manifestation of what we have been waiting for since Jupiter went retrograde around 14th or 15th of April of this year. And that after this extended period of suspense, of adjustments, of revisions, unleashes the blocked blessings and to some extent the emotions to start with. The first uh, the first effect of it is always enlightenment, is always epiphanies, is always us realizing what we want out of life. Where do we want to go? What is our expansion? Where are we aiming towards? So, this directional shift which happens with Sun meeting Jupiter ahead of Jupiter going direct on 11th of August enlightens us from within about our ambition, enlighten us from within us in terms of where do we want to go, what is our path, what is our life path. So we can direct our energies, our blessings in that direction. Because Jupiter is not a discretionary planet. It does not decide our life path. We decide our life path. It can only guide us, it can only give us the tools for expansion. But we are meant to direct that energy in a specific direction, on a specific path that we have now realized is our path, is our life path. And I'll give you some guiding notes on what it could be, where you can sort of direct this positivity, this energy, where you will find the highest expansion if you take an initiative in that direction over the course of next couple of months, starting from 11th of August all the way till 2nd of December, by looking at your rising sign, by looking at your sun sign, by looking at your moon sign. When we look at your rising sign, it tells you where you could apply yourself in terms of worldly success. When we look at your sun sign, it guides us physically in our ambition. Where do you want to direct your life towards when it comes to your career, when it comes to your ambition? When we look at your moon sign, it tells us where should we expand emotionally in our personal life, our inner world. Where will that be supported? So we look at that, and in addition to that, we would look at the exact degrees at which this is happening. This is happening at 14 degree 13 minutes, which is around 15 degree. It is a degree of perspective. It is a degree of turnaround. It is a degree when a chapter of inner reflection gets over and the external expansion begins. It is a degree of innovation, of knowledge, of perspective, of Albert Einstein moment. This is the degree of moon of Albert Einstein. This is our voila moment. This is our moment of awakening, of moving forward. So now, without further delay, let's look at individual sign. Let's look at where we think this expansion can be directed, and this will flow towards the Leo new moon that I spoke about in a separate video in your monthly videos of August. It will positively bless wherever sun, wherever Leo is in your sign. So it will bless your expansion. It will bless your expansion in a creative pursuit, in an area of joy, in an area of a field where you want to feel like a king, where you want to feel like you want to be proud of what you're doing. So this fuels the growth that is coming with Sun and Leo, and this is all happening at a time when Uranus is turning as well. So Uranus awakens us in a very different way. It vibrates through our body, so we get out of inertia. Jupiter is a softer influence which we need to apply towards, which we need to be drawn towards, which we need to move our body towards, and then that becomes an easier manifestation provided we take a step towards it. So let's dig into individual signs now. Moving to Libra. Libra, Jupiter moving direct in your house of communication, in your house of commercial success, essentially shows a turnaround in a commercial capacity. It shows up in the form of expansion of your ability to convince people about your point of view, sales, your ability to sell something to people, your ability to create commercial success out of a venture, your ability to expand who you are as a person when it comes to your skill set that are commercial in nature, that come handy in a day-to-day basis, in a commercial basis. You broaden your contacts, you broaden your connection to your surrounding, your immediate surrounding. So if the support from your immediate surroundings was missing, you see that come through in form of your co-workers, in form of your social interactions, in form of support from sibling. This is where we are creating certain skill sets that will help us get to self-made wealth. So it could be a skill set which is, as they say, street smart kind of skill set, right? So we are learning those skill set that help us convert a situation, turn around a situation commercially. That is what we are learning. But the moment of enlightenment here is about where you think you want to go when it comes to your skill set, when it comes to your learning, what form of communication, what is the way you want to connect with people, what is the mode of connection, how do you want to talk to people, how do you want to make sure that your point goes across to the other person, what is the mode of communication when it comes to your perspective, your higher perspective, how do you communicate your higher perspective to the people in your surrounding. That mode of communication, you see an enlightenment in that, a moment in that, and it could come through a moment of stress even on how we are communicating with our immediate surrounding, and that shifts your commercial reality, changing the way we speak, changing the way we express ourselves, changing the way we assert ourselves when it comes to our convincing skills, our ability to convince a person when it comes to our immediate environment, when it comes to a commercial situation, when it comes to a marketing situation. How do we convince somebody? You have a mind of a philosopher, but we communicate in a way which convinces people in real world on a commercial aspect of your higher knowledge. How do we do that? That turnaround moment is seen, and you are well placed right now with Jupiter going direct to socialize, to interact, to connect with your surrounding, to share your ideas, to expand your the way you share your ideas. Don't shy away from it. Connect more, study more, write more, share more ideas with your immediate surrounding. You want to broaden your communication area, your commercial skill set with this aspect. This is a once in a 12-year opportunity to expand your ability to sell, your ability to communicate, your ability to market, your ability to market yourself as well as your higher perspective, your ability to use the right kind of language that gets the point across to a set of people who you need to convince, market to, or educate. So, as I said, you have a mind of a philosopher, you have a higher mind, but how do you bring that higher perspective to the people in your immediate surrounding, to the people who you need to convince? Meet people, interact with new people, interact with people, and test out this skill set in coming days. Expand your commercial mind, expand the way you use your vocal capabilities, expand the way you use your skill sets on people. So there's a broader self understanding that is gained by sharing your information, and by gaining information you'll be like a sponge here. You will be expanding, reading a lot more and getting more out of what you read right now. Huge amount of skill set growth. This is called the steepest possible learning curve that you can achieve in the shortest amount of time. And by you just exposing yourself to a lot more knowledge, a lot more information in the coming months. And it's The next couple of months, all the way till 2nd of December, should be dedicated to you figuring out how to expand your commercial reality, your ability to turn around a marketing situation, your ability to convert a person, to sell a person something, to change the mindset of a person in a convincing way. It meeting people who are who have a perspective maybe different from you, collaborating with them, learning from them, learning a new skill set that contributes to your self-made wealth, contributing to your ability to generate wealth independently with a skill set that you're learning right now. It may not be that you're working on an independent venture right now, but the skill set that you're learning would definitely contribute to self made wealth, because this is where we become commercially more viable. We become, as a person, more skilled, more, as I said, street smart to convert a situation into a commercially lucrative condition. So, benefit will flow to your wealth, benefit will flow to your long term vision, because what you're learning right now contributes to your long term vision and your long term wealth. You are becoming more as a person when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to ability to sell, when it comes to a skill set that is applicable in the real world, in the commercial world, in the I'm saying real world in the sense the commercial world. It may not be real world, but yeah, the commercial world in which we all operate, the commerce is what you're learning and what you're acing and what you'll be able to get support in. Similarly, on a mundane level, if there was a project that was held up, which was marketing in nature, which was commercial in nature, which had branding, which was you propagating your perspective to a wider set of audience, this becomes the time when the support for that starts coming through. When you see a turnaround in people's acceptance of what you're saying, of what you're selling, of what you're marketing, what you're branding. So that's something to look forward to. The guidance is to socialize, to take a step, to talk, to write, to interact with people, and then you see the support come through as a result of that. Good luck for that, Libra. This is happening, sorry, at 15 degree. So for you, the support is, again, this is a tool available to you provided you reach out for it. But this month, if you have planets around, I would say 14 or 15 degree of Libra, which is around 6th of October born, you would find a turnaround. Even purely in written skills, in drawing, in painting, in using your ability to express yourself when it comes to communication area, written, verbal, drawing, painting, writing an essay, educating people, talking to people, you'll see more words come out of you. You'll see more ideas come out of you. You'll see more selling coming out of you. So this is especially true if you have planets around 14 or 15 degree of Libra this month, which is around 6th of October born. In September, it will be more beneficial for 15 to 18 degree of Libra, which is around 7th to 10th of October born. Then in October, it will be more beneficial for 18 to 23 degree of Libra, which is around 10th to 15th of October born. And then in November would be 23 to 30 degree, which is after 15th of October born. So that's for you, Libra. Moving on to the next sign now.